Hey, welcome back. This is Jeremy, and where we left off with our first tutorial, getting things set up, this, that, and the other. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go back so you'll kind of understand what I'm about to explain to you here. Now, like I said, I was going to explain what some of these things are, but the first thing I'm going to do up here, I'm going to press enter twice, and then I'm going to put a couple slashes, and then I'm going to put in a quick comment. So, now this is our first program. It probably should be better than that, but it's good enough for right now. So why is this green? Well, basically, why is it green? Is the compiler ignores this text. Like this won't be rendered at all. It's just for us to read. Or if I were to give this to a friend of mine, he'd be like, "Oh, I see what this does." So the name that I put in there doesn't really tell you anything, but that's fine. So the next thing we can look at is the class header right here. It says public class hello world. So I'm going to put a comment here. I'm going to say this is the class header. So we know what it is. Comments help out. I recommend putting comments in all your code. It helps. So what does the class header does? Well, what this does, it tells the compiler. The compiler is the thing that generates all the code turns your code into an actual program. Basically, there's more to it than that, but for right now, that's what it does. So, anyways, what this class header does, like I said, it tells the compiler things about what's inside this class. So items that would be inside this class would be this method here and this system.out statement. Okay. So you guys have this curly bracket here, and if you look, do you see how it kind of highlights here the curly bracket? If I click there, it kind of highlights this curly bracket. Everything that's in these two curly brackets here and here, everything that's inside of it is part of the class. Okay. And then the next thing we have is our main method, this line right there. So what does the main method do? Well, this main method does it it's the first line to be run. Like I think I mentioned that in the first video. But it's like, hey, there's something here to run. The program must start here and then follow down. So and everything in here is in this curly bracket here and this curly bracket here are all part of this main method here. So we get to this Java statement, like I said before, and this basically just says, I want the system to use the object print to say hello world. So like I said, with our commenting, we should probably put coming up here. This is our main method, and this is just a Java statement basically. Sometimes I can type really good, some other days not so good. So, okay, so I think I covered that and that. Let's see, there's something else I wanted to bring up. Like I say, comments are ignored by Java. Yeah, comments are ignored by the compiler. Um, all Java's case sensitive. Okay, and you're probably like, well, what does that mean? Well, or you might have seen this. Why is there a capital S there? Does everything start with a capital letter? No, not necessarily. But if I put a lowercase s here, you can see before I even try to run this program, it's an error. And it's like, well, we don't know what this is. Do you want me to make 11 different options? Make a variable, make a field, make a parameter, make a different class, make an interface, and it doesn't know what to do. So let's try running it and see what happens. So we hit run, and yep. And it says there's errors exist. Okay, well, proceed anyways. Well, what's wrong? Well, there was an exception in the main uh, compilation problem. System cannot be resolved. And you said, what's that mean? Well, it's basically because, well, this is supposed to be a capital S, and this is, I think, a part of an object. Same here, too. Like, if I try to put a capital P, it doesn't know what P is, and it'll probably ask me, oh, you want me to make a method, or, oh, okay, change it to print line, or add something else to it. All right, so we'll just change back to P. So, we gotta always remember, it's case sensitive. Just certain things you just have to do and memorize. String and system are definitely always capitalized. your class names should be capitalized. I like the camel case, so two words because you can't put a space in here. Like that won't work. That's not legal in Java. So you keep it together like that. Like I said, I like the camel case. Which is basically you capitalize each letter of the word. Every program ends in a .java, as you can see right there. That's something to kind of keep in your head. So for every time you type a left curly brace, there always has to be a corresponding right curly brace. You just can't have one and things to be fine. And there's a problem right here. It says syntax insert, and it kind of tells you, hey, you need another one to close this out. So that kind of helps you out. Even if you missed it, if you hit run again here, it'll probably come up, say, oh, there's errors. That's fine, whatever. And it'll tell you, hey, you need to insert another one of these, basically. Oh, okay. You just insert another one. Error should go away. And then we'll run it, and it should run just fine now. Um, so I think that's what I wanted to cover. Just a quick explanation of what things are. In the next one, we're going to talk about the difference between print and print line because there is a difference. And it kind of throws people off a little bit when they first start doing it. It threw me off, like which ones to use, which ones not to use. So you can expect that. And like I said, appreciate all the everyone subscribing, hitting the like button, sharing me here and there. So until then, you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.